Hello guys, now today is a sad day. The Infinix Note 7 totally, and I mean totally, trashes the Samsung A51, and this is supposed to be the more expensive phone. In today's video, I'll be comparing the all-new Infinix Note 7 with the phone I have been using as my daily driver, the Samsung A51. Now let's get started. The Infinix Note 7 costs 78,000 Naira for the 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM version, while the Samsung A51 cost 128,000 Naira for the 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM version. That's a 50,000 Naira difference between these two smartphones. Logically, the more expensive smartphone should perform better overall since you're paying for more, but that's not the case in this situation. Now let's start off with the fingerprint scanner. The Infinix Note 7 is light years faster than the Samsung A51. I mean, just look at it. This is embarrassing. I think I'm going to stop right now. This doesn't look like a fair contest. The power button on the Infinix Note 7 doubles as the fingerprint scanner, while the Samsung A51 has an optical in-display fingerprint reader. The tech deployed to unlock both phones is different, but aside that, the Samsung A51's fingerprint scanner is slow and not too accurate. Thank goodness the fingerprint scanner isn't the only way to unlock a phone. Both phones have the face unlock feature that uses the front-facing camera to unlock the device. The Samsung A51 is fast, but compared with the much cheaper Infinix Note 7, the Note 7 is simply faster with no animation to slow it down. For the techies out there, the Infinix Note 7 comes with the MediaTek Helio G70 chipset, while the Samsung A51 comes with the Exynos 9611 chipset. Running Antutu Benchmark and Geekbench, the Infinix Note 7 comes ahead. The MediaTek Helio G70 chipset is noticeably faster than the Exynos 9611 chipset found on the Samsung A51. Launching applications that we use daily, the story is the same. The Infinix Note 7 is faster. Just look at the G70 processor flexing its muscles. Considering the price of the Samsung A51, I am a bit confused. This shouldn't be happening. I mean, I paid more for this device. Launching Free Fire, which is a game I recommend you should try out, you can see that the Infinix Note 7 is faster than the Samsung A51. There has to be an app that the Samsung A51 can launch faster than the Infinix Note 7. Let's try out Subway Surfers. Okay, the Infinix Note 7 is the faster device, but how well can it play games? For PUBG, the Samsung A51 can go as high as HDR graphics and ultra frame rate, which is impressive, while the Infinix Note 7 does HD graphics and high frame rate. But the actual gameplay on the Samsung A51 on the highest graphics settings doesn't give you a smooth gaming experience. Did you guys notice the frame drop? It isn't bad, but it's there. Putting the graphics settings on HD graphics and high frame rate just like what you have on the Infinix Note 7 and comparing the gameplay, you can see the Note 7 is noticeably smoother. Hey, wahala deal. The cheaper phone actually plays games better. Hey, ta 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 ta. Now, the icing on the cake is, on the Infinix Note 7, you get two speakers, stereo speakers, and they are loud. They are by far louder than the mono speaker found on the Samsung A51. Man, at this rate, this isn't a comparison anymore, it's a bloodbath. When it comes to gaming and consuming media, the Infinix Note 7 has the bigger display, it has the more powerful processor that delivers a smooth gaming experience, it has the bigger battery which I'll touch on in a bit, it has stereo speakers that are loud and underrated. What about the camera department? Hopefully the Samsung A51 will be able to redeem itself. Let's find out. The Samsung A51 comes with a 32 megapixel front-facing camera, while the Infinix Note 7 comes with a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. The Samsung A51 captures more details and clearly it takes the better picture, but the Infinix Note 7 isn't bad considering the price of this device. Remember, there's a 50,000 Naira difference between the two phones. The Samsung A51 can shoot in 4K, but right now it's on 1080p, while the highest resolution for the Infinix Note 7 is 1080p. The Samsung A51 seems to handle dynamic range better. The Infinix Note 7 isn't bad, but the Infinix Note 7 has image stabilization while recording using the front-facing camera, and the Samsung A51 doesn't have image stabilization. So let's test out if the image stabilization works on the Infinix Note 7. So right now I'm running. And the image from the Infinix Note 7 should be smoother than what you get on the Samsung A51. So what do you guys think about the image quality coming out from both phones? Clearly the Samsung A51 looks better because it has a bigger sensor. It has a 32 megapixel sensor. For the rear camera, this is where things get interesting. The Infinix Note 7 captures more details thanks to the 48 megapixel camera that it's packing. Here are some of the samples, and it's clear that the camera on the Infinix Note 7 captures more details and takes the better picture. Okay, now we're back to the rear camera. The Samsung A51 shoots in 4K. Well, right now it's in 1080p, while the highest resolution for the Infinix Note 7 is 1080p. Both phones have image stabilization where you're recording at the back, so when I start running like this, the image from both phones should be steady. So what do you guys think about the image coming out from both phones? For the battery life, the Samsung A51 comes with a 4000 mAh battery, while the Infinix Note 7 comes with a 5000 mAh battery. Both phones come with fast charging capabilities, but the Infinix Note 7 is capable of 18 watts fast charging, while the Samsung A51 charging speed is limited to 15 watts. Having used the Infinix Note 7 for a while, I am totally convinced that this is the best budget smartphone that has come out this year for under 100,000 naira. Comparing the Infinix Note 7 that cost 78,000 naira with the Samsung A51 that cost 129,000 naira just shows you how good this phone is. If you're in the market for a budget smartphone, the Infinix Note 7 is the phone to get right now. Nothing released this year in the budget category comes close. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more comparison videos, so there's more drama to come. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you guys soon. Balo, signing out.